how's it going? It's Sophia here from Zen Guidance. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's pick a card reading. So in this video we're going to be looking at your 72-hour predictions. So let's get started with the past selection. We have Group 1 with the Rose Quartz Point, Group 2 with the Red Jasper, and then Group 3 with the Amethyst. So feel free to pause the video here. You can take a few moments to gather yourself, to meditate, to just stay nice and relaxed, and then use your gut instinct to choose the pile for you. And once you've made your choice, you can go to the description box below where you'll find the corresponding timestamps to your chosen pile. So let's get started with group number 1. Okay, so for those of you who chose group 1 and the Rose Quartz, actually we'll bring it back into the picture. Okay. So we have star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission and activation. Earth school, life lessons, soul growth, study and higher learning. The great severing, Mars energy, anger, conflict, softening to love. So I do feel like there's something transformative happening for you in the next 72 hours. And I feel even that you were drawn to the Rose Quartz. There's something to do with your heart chakra. And this could be something that's really triggering or pulling on your heartstrings. There may be some kind of an argument that either you have with someone or that you see around you. It doesn't mean that it's you that's going to be involved in it, but it might be that you witness some kind of conflict, either in person or even with the things that you see on TV or things that come out in the news or something local. But there's definitely something that is bubbling to a head, I feel. It has been hidden underneath the surface and I feel like it's about to be kind of exposed or something's about to erupt. But I do feel you're going to be taking some time to focus on your studies. So I do feel you're going to be focused on your studies over the next 72 hours. So something that you've been focusing on, something you've been learning, you're either going to be furthering your knowledge on that and deepening it, or it might be something else entirely that you decide you want to start learning. So I definitely feel this is going to be a period of either learning or teaching. You could be teaching someone something. You could be a teacher for a living, or I just feel like you have a very good way of taking in information and absorbing it and then applying it, but also relaying it. So I do feel like there's a strong teacher sense coming through. So you might have some strong Sagittarius energy, okay, within your chart somewhere, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, Mercury. But let's see what else is coming through for you. So let's have a look at the Moonology. The end of a tough cycle approaches, full moon in Capricorn. Yes, so you've been working very hard towards something, I feel, group 1. You really have. You've been putting in that effort and discipline as well, structure. So you're creating some kind of a new structure in your life, a foundation for your future. So you may be feeling a little bit tired, but I can tell you now that it's going to feel worth it, okay? You may be focusing on those practical, physical things over the next 3 days. With this Saturn influence, you may have something happening within your own chart, aspecting the transit Saturn, which is currently in Aquarius. So some people can see that as a very positive thing and a sense of freedom, but whatever Saturn comes into contact with, it restricts and it limits. So it's like there's a restriction of freedoms, you know, and rebellious movement. So, you know, it can swing both ways, but that may be where you're feeling. But I just see you are very good at applying, you know, things very practically as well. You're able to, even I'm sensing you might have some Capricorn in the 5th house or something, like you turn your passions into work, like what you really enjoy, what you enjoy learning about, and you're able to make money from those things. Yeah, that's just something that came to me. So whether that's something you're all currently doing, if not, I feel like that's something that you would be very good at naturally. And, you know, that's always the dream, to be able to do what you love and earn a living from it too. Then, you know, they say if you enjoy what you do, you never work a day in your life. Okay. But what I am feeling though, before we move into this energy here, is that it has felt very tiring, and it almost feels like you haven't felt the benefits of the hard work just yet. You may have seen some slight improvements here and there, but it doesn't feel like anything's really been drastic, or there may be, you might be feeling that there's an imbalance in some way, like for the effort that you're putting in, you're not receiving that back. Now, this could be in relation to a person, of course, but the overall sense I'm getting for you is more about things above and beyond, you know, again, your work or your spiritual beliefs, or the things that you're interested in getting to know more about, digging deep into things. So Scorpio energy coming through as well here. So, but like I said, if this is in relation to a specific person or a connection in your life, it may be that you've been working really, really hard on this relationship. You feel drained by it in some way, and it's time for some fresh energy. It's time for things to change. And then look at what we have. Beautiful. Have faith in your dreams. Waxing crescent moon. So your dreams are going to come true. If you have that willpower, you have that dedication, and you also have the energy with that Mars influence there. You have the drive, you have the ambition, you've got it all there. There just may be something that you I can't even say it, you've been holding back from. Show the world the real you. Oh my God, yes. And full moon in Aquarius. And we've just had the Aquarius new moon, which was in that huge stellium of planets in Aquarius. It's been crazy. I don't know anybody that hasn't been going through some kind of a shift within their lives, or someone very close to them going through this major shift and transition in their lives, because this only happens every, 50, 60 years. The last time I think was 1962 that we had this many planets in Aquarius specifically. And that was the year of the Cuban Missile Crisis. So, feel free to look that year up, as it may give a slight indication as to, the things that may transpire. They're never going to happen in the same way, of course, because that's not how things work. But there can be some replication of things and systems starting to change with Saturn involved, because that is, Saturn controls the government as well as Pluto, the government and institutions and structures, laws, the things that have been around for a long time. Saturn is the old. And in modern astrology, Uranus rules Aquarius, and there's been all sorts of squaring aspects with those two planets, and Aquarius is the new, so it's that rebellion. And that fighting between the old and the new, wanting to move forwards maybe with technology, but then also wanting to move backwards, with local, supporting local businesses and doing things ourselves from home, etc., which I won't go into all of that now, but that is definitely the theme of what is playing out here. And there's something I feel like you want to say, either to someone or to multiple people, either, in your work or your passion. There's something here that you want to speak out on. You've got a lot of knowledge and wisdom, and you may have been afraid to really show yourself. You may have been hiding some aspects of yourself. And I feel like this energy is calling you to just reveal yourself, to bite the bullet, to just go for your dreams, to dive in head first and don't look back. Okay, let's see what else is coming through. Okay, Devil in reverse, card of Capricorn. 9 of Wands, fire. 5 of Cups. More air energy, Aquarius, leave with Gemini. Okay. So it's going to be an interesting few days, I feel like, for you, Group 1. It's crazy how much has already come through, and it's only 72 hours, but it just shows how quickly and how much can change in such a short space of time. I mean, it only takes 1 second, less than a second, for something to shift. It only takes that long for something to be completely opposite of what it was. So I do sense that you are going to be letting go of something that's been very negative or toxic or unhealthy for you. So this could be a connection with someone. It could be limiting self-beliefs. I do see a lot of anxiety here. and a feeling of being trapped within your mind, overthinking a lot and having all of these amazing ideas and innovative ideas, especially with that Aquarius energy right now. There's, Aquarius loves to innovate and to create brand new things. So you may be feeling quite innovative and having more outside of the box thinking than usual. And you may even just have a lot of Aquarius in your chart, but I feel like you're being called to utilize that. And even if you might not feel like actually doing anything with it, make sure you're writing down all the ideas and things that are coming to you, because I feel like sometimes you might forget some of these things, but when you're in this creative place, again, even just writing down the notes and you can come back to them may be helpful, but also trying to implement at least one of these ideas that comes through. And I do feel like that's something you might be doing, but in the meantime, you have to let go of something toxic. Okay, so toxic behaviors or an addiction to something. There might be something you feel is holding you back. And, it may be like a plaster. It's, trying to keep this wound together, trying to keep the wound together to stop bleeding. But there is some pain here. I can see some pain and some loss. You may be grieving at this time, the loss of someone through death or through a breakup, possibly even a job loss or a home loss or something where you feel, and I feel like that's still quite raw here. It may not be completely fresh, but I still feel like the wound is still quite raw, and it's making you feel a little despondent and maybe even restless at times. And that may be why you lean on certain behaviors, certain substances, food. And again, it doesn't have to be something physical. It could be something mental. You could be ruminating in your mind using certain social media pages that feed into a negative spiral or toxicity in some way. It's just something here, or if this is a person is not healthy for you, even in your mind, just thinking about them. But because it's reversed, that's such a positive indication that you're letting that go and you're breaking free, you're breaking out of this cage, and you're starting to expose yourself more to the world by showing yourself and everyone else the real you. And I can see by you doing that, you're going to see some positive action come through. This is the Wheel of Fortune turning in your favor here. So I feel this is something that's very karmic. There's a shift that is occurring. You may have been manifesting this exact moment, but it may not come the way that you expect it to. Again, you can put those thoughts and energies out there, but you have no idea in what way they're going to come towards you. So I feel like it may even be a little bit of a shock, and it might be just a shock to your system yourself and how you've grown and changed, and like, wow, I can't believe I did that, and I pushed myself out of my comfort zone, and I'm just being me. And the thing is, when you are you and unapologetically your authentic self, if you're in a place where you're confident with that, it doesn't matter what anybody else says or thinks, because you're happy with you. Okay, there's no illusion there. If you're not feeling you're being yourself, then that's a time to reevaluate it and see. Sometimes there has to be a persona, for instance, but it still has to fit within your own value system and your belief system and the things that you do enjoy. And I'm always seeing like an influencer potentially, or something. If you want to speak out online, you've been wanting to make a YouTube channel for a while, or you've wanted to start a new project or a new page or a TikTok or whatever it might be, you've been thinking about doing it, or making a shop, creating an online marketplace, an Etsy, or just something. It doesn't have to be any of those, but something where you've been having these new ideas. Even home refurnishing and things like that is coming through. Yeah, definitely you're in this creative space, so utilize that energy and you're going to see good luck come your way. This is very positive here, Group 1. You may even receive a windfall, and whether you are meant to or not, I think it's always nice to say it, because if I'm saying it, that's giving it more power. And then if you say it too out loud, yes, a windfall is coming to me. I always win the lottery. It becomes a learned pattern of behavior in your mind, a reprogramming. You guys know I like to talk about that because it's true. I've done it myself and it works. So I am speaking from experience. Anyway, I think this is going to be a very eventful 72 hours, and I would love to know how this plays out on an individual level for you guys, if you feel free to share that, of course. So please let me know down in the comments below. Come back to this video and let me know how this makes sense for you, or if this may already be resonating for you now. So please let me know, and please give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. Have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 2, let's see your next 72 hours. What's occurring? Ooh, ominous one to start with. The Void. Stop, embrace winter, cosmic womb. So you might be taking some time out, or rather time in, I feel. Time in at home to just be by yourself. Yeah, you might be feeling in a bit of a dark place at this moment, but let's get more clarity. Lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Yeah, so, I mean, even look at that image, the way that she's sort of stood there, pulling apart the curtains, looking outside. So yeah, I definitely feel like you're going to be inside. Maybe the weather's been quite bad. It certainly has been over here in the UK, but that's nothing new. But I just feel that there's a sense of staying in, because there's something going on here. All paths lead home. Inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. I don't know if you've just discovered something, whether you're having some kind of awakening here, spiritual or otherwise, or you found out some kind of information, whether this is about something to do with your life personally, or this is something more so in the bigger picture of what's going on in the world. There might be something that you are starting to discover, some kind of a secret. There's so many things that are coming out at the moment, and there's so many rabbit holes that you can end up burrowing into and spiraling down, and you might be in that place, especially if you're spending time on your own. And even the Void, I just see this kind of spinning. So I do feel that your mind is spinning round and round and round, and this might be resonating now, but if not, this is the feeling over the next 72 hours. So it may be slightly comforting to know why this is happening, and I will get some more clarity on that. And you may be able to avoid it, because I believe fully in free will, because you are watching this reading. I feel like there's always the chance for you to be able to change certain things that occur, but that's everyone's own personal beliefs. But that's my beliefs, because I do believe that there are things fated and also things that are malleable. And when it comes to your mind, that is certainly that malleable, because that is you, that is your own control and the power that you have over your mind, and you can gain it back at any time. It's just learning. It's learning how to reprogram and change the way that you think, okay, which is more than possible, which I won't go into all the detail now. But if anybody's interested in that, I may do a video on it, because, I mean, there's plenty of information out there, so I don't always know what to put out there or what I have to offer in terms of advice in that way. But I just know that I've done a lot of things myself and a lot of work on myself over the years, and I feel I've been able to change my mindset, and I've been able to reprogram my belief system, and it's changed my life in exponential ways. But anyway, but yeah, let me know if that is something you guys might be interested in. If not, just say I'll carry on with just tarot for now. But I mean, I do have some plans for other videos, but anyway, I'm not gonna go into all that detail now, because we're concentrating on you guys and what's going on for you. But yeah, I just feel that even I just went off on a different path, and that may be what you're doing right now as well. You might be kind of diverting, going left to right. You're not going in a straight line, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You're still moving forwards. You're just sort of going into different doors as you're moving forwards. And this is a necessary part of you growing. And you may be feeling like you're spinning right now, but things will get easier, because sometimes when a truth is revealed, it can almost feel like a death, okay? It's like a death of the way things were, what your beliefs were before you found this out, how you felt about a situation, a person, you know, something, it's like has died in even just, again, your view of the situation, because that's, again, all things ever are, is how we perceive things in that present moment. There is no future or past, you know, they only exist within our mind, right? So now I feel like my mind's diverting again. Yeah, it's like I can't keep up with you guys. I literally can't keep up with you. I feel like there's just so many things that you're looking into, and God, I wish I could go back to that thought, whatever I was saying, because I feel like I was really on track there. So again, that might be the sense of where, you know, how you're feeling. It's like you're going from one thing to the next and you're not feeling you can stay stable in one area. But this is all part and parcel, I feel, of this awakening process. Oh, there we go. And that's what I was saying, talking about it being like a grief. So there's almost the period of being in denial. No, that can't be true. Like there's no way that's true, that can't happen, and then feeling upset or feeling angry, I can't believe this, and then feeling like you're taking it out on yourself or other people or whatever it might be, and then coming to a place of acceptance in the end, feeling more calm about it. You know, I accept the way that things are. It doesn't mean that I'm happy about it, but I accept it, and it's not quite so shocking. You know, if it's something shocking that is coming through, then, you know, it can sometimes be like a trauma, okay, depending on what that is. Okay, it can absolutely be a trauma. So, but not to say that you're going through that right now, but like as in it's something, I don't know, okay, maybe it is. See, I can't even make up my mind. I swear you must have some strong mutable sign energy in your chart. So Sagittarius, Gemini, Pisces, and Virgo. So those are all of the mutable signs. So you might be one of those signs in your rising or your sun or moon, Mars, Mercury, because, you know, you tend to be the most indecisive of all the signs, and I can speak on that because I am Virgo sun and rising, so it's really great in a lot of ways, because you can be flexible and adaptable to change, and but sometimes it's hard to just stay in one lane at times, so I definitely understand how that feels for you, group 2. But let's see what else is coming through here in the next 72 hours. Okay, so we've got don't let pride get in your way, and we've got full moon in Leo, so you may have some strong Leo placements. A new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. Amazing. Now let's see what the tarot has to say. So it may even be that you're discovering a new romantic partner. Yeah. You may have been in this void for quite a while and maybe not even feeling like that's a possibility. How on earth are you going to meet someone when you're either on your own? But I definitely feel that there is something happening. There's something stirring, and you may have come across someone very special in the next 2 days. Wow. Oh my God. The moon in reverse. And that is secrets, something being revealed. Oh, I really want to know what this is. Please come back to the video after 72 hours and let me know what this was, because whatever this is going to be is intense. It's exciting. It is going to change everything. Wow. I knew this was intense. Look at all this major arcana, the devil now as well. But the good thing is devil's in reverse. So this may be breaking a toxic cycle that you've been in. Breaking a toxic relationship cycle, a cycle of negative thoughts. Interesting. Possibly addictions as well. But yeah, but this is definitely either letting something go so something new can come in, and then we've got 3 of Wands. So you may even be going on a trip. Okay, you might be meeting somebody that lives far away, or that has just moved to where you are. This is definitely like long distance travel energy, Sagittarius energy again coming through here. So interesting. What else can you tell me is coming through here? Judgment. Look, that is crazy. 3 of Cups. Okay, for some of you, this is going to be a reconciliation with someone. Yeah, someone that you didn't speak to for a while, somebody that either you have them blocked, they have you blocked, or you're just not speaking. For some of you, this might be for someone that you've never spoken to. It may be someone that you've fantasized about or thought about in the past, but nothing's ever come to fruition. So for some of you, there's definitely some energy of the past, but it could also be a past life connection. So when you come together with this person, it'll just feel like you just connect on another level. You'll just feel instantly comfortable, and just like you have this nagging feeling, you know them, like you know more things about them than you realize. Like it's just, you have this instinctual feeling that you've met before, like deja vu. And I see you having this new perspective on love and this situation, and I think it's going to bring you out of your loneliness. Wow, 8 of Pentacles, Ten of Swords. Okay. So I do feel not everything is going to be revealed here in the next 72 hours. There are things that are going to happen afterwards. I feel there is a major shift happening. But with this High Priestess here, she's still hiding something from us. So it might be that it will happen after these 72 hours, or that you're just not meant to know every little detail. Some things are meant to be left in mystery so they can happen organically. So yeah, I feel like there's something there. I do feel like you're going to be working quite hard as well. So you may be working from home, or you may be working to uncover more truths here as well. I just see you digging really deep, but also keeping yourself to yourself. And even if somebody does come in, I feel you might be having keeping your guard up a little bit, or just remaining a little bit mysterious here. And, you know, I will say there's some more dark energy here with the Ten of Swords, but I feel like this is very much in relation to the void energy, and that's exactly what I see here. So that, you know, I do feel that there are going to be some very low and dark times over the next 72 hours, so at least you can just be aware of that. But I do feel like you will just give up. You'll give up on this obsessing and this ruminating, because this is all about the mind and the thoughts going round in circles and going very dark and deep. So, you know, sometimes you need to go to these dark places so you can see the light, okay? So, you know, this is not advice to do anything, but what I would say is don't stay here too long is all, okay? Because there are good things that are coming, especially with this Leo energy, which is the Sun card. So the sun is going to shine, a new romantic cycle is about to begin. So even when times feel very dark and you may feel lost or a little low, that it's not going to last, and things are going to shift for you completely here, and it's going to feel pretty crazy. It's going to feel almost life-changing. So yeah, interesting. I do hope that this makes sense for you, group number 2, and if it did, or it does, please let me know in the comments down below, and give the video a thumbs up if you did enjoy this reading today. Have a lovely rest of your day. Take care. Okay, so for those of you who chose group number 3 and the Amethyst, let's see your next 72 hours. What's happening? Okay, so we have, wait, it's not time yet, things are being woven. I'm sorry, defenselessness, writing past wrongs and uprooting. Loosen your grip, coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. So in all of these images, you'll notice that all of their heads are down, almost either burying in the hand, or you can't see their face. So I don't know if you are hiding yourself away, hiding your face, you know, or actually, you know, keeping your head very much down. For some of you might be having neck or spinal issues. You might be in, you know, physical pain, or you might be having nerve issues as well. That might be something that's going on right now for you, but I'm just seeing these kind of nerves intertwined and just feeling a little bit low. But I feel like there's something deeper going on here, and it feels quite intense, being honest with you. I do feel that there's something very intuitive about what's going on, especially as you chose the amethyst crystal, which is the third eye representation. So, and that's actually, I'm pretty sure that was my very, very first crystal I ever bought years and years ago. I'm pretty sure it's that or my lapis, but actually I'm pretty sure it was that amethyst. So it's very, very special. It has a lot of energy in it. And so I do feel like you will have some psychic gifts. You may be receiving psychic signs. So for some of you might be having headaches as well. And especially if you're noticing their tension headaches in the front, where your eyes are, and sort of in the temple area. But I guess anywhere, you might be also having migraines and seeing sort of colours, having blurry vision, that type of thing. Now, you know, if you are drinking enough and your diet is good and you're getting enough rest, but these pains are still coming through and they feel unusual to you, this is usually an indication of something else that is trying to come through. So if you take some time to just quiet yourself for a moment, you may be able to receive those signs and what they are. But just know that that energy will pass. Okay, this isn't going to last. It just might feel a little bit tense at times. And as it says here, wait, it's not time yet, things are being woven. So you might be feeling a little bit impatient as well for things to move forwards. And I'm sensing some Gemini energy here with the twos and the twos. So you might have Gemini, Sun, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, or Mercury. But you also could be seeing lots of synchronicities or doubles. There's a mirroring energy here as well, so you could be mirroring someone. But I'm seeing like 2 children here as well. So for some of you might have 2 children, or you're close to 2 children, or you might be a twin as well. This could be also twin flame stuff happening here. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just throwing those things out there. And then I'm sorry. So someone may come in and apologize to you. It may be you that is the one that is apologizing for something. You may not be able to see that very clearly right now, but yeah, I definitely feel like there is forgiveness that is needed in something. You may be holding on to something or someone with a really tight grip. And I always say it's like holding on to barbed wire when you're holding on to a connection or something that is not serving you. The tighter you grip, the more it's going to cut you. By loosening your grip, you are freeing yourself of that pain. And you may even be holding on to pain a little bit too hard and finding it hard to come out of this sort of tunnel that you've been in. I just see you're spinning and falling. You may be having dreams that you're falling, or I just see a lot of kind of imagination and you not being present or grounded. This is you being completely disconnected. And this is where I feel like you need to be, because on either side, this is you being, out in the abyss, disconnected from reality. So you may be using substances, drugs, alcohol, food, even, movies and music, which can be more in a positive sense. It depends what you're doing. And I'm never here to judge. I'm just here to observe what's coming through. So, you do you. But I feel like no matter how it is that you are disconnecting, just make sure that you come back to the center and ground yourself as well, and make sure you come back to reality. Sometimes it's not nice to be in reality, but it's necessary. And, some people can be too grounded in reality and are not able to, expand and to be more imaginative and dreamy and to escape. And sometimes they feel like they need to. So, it can go both ways. But if you have that balance, you know that you can go off into a dreamy place. You might have a lot of strong Pisces energy in your chart where you feel very imaginative and you like to fantasize about things, but it can go the other way and you can spiral into a negative place. So I just feel regardless, you need to come back to the center, and you may even need to apologize or forgive yourself. More so, not apologize, but forgive yourself for whatever you feel like you've done to other people, or to yourself. You could say sorry to yourself. You could forgive yourself. Forgive yourself and forgive others. Okay? Have unconditional love for yourself. Okay, that's so, so important, and that's very much representative of the heart chakra. Okay, but let's see what else is coming through for you over the next 72 hours. Okay, wow. So we have, it's time to take action, new moon in Aries. So that's nice to see some fire in all of this. I feel air, beautiful, and some earth, lovely. You are good enough. Yeah, so you may be feeling really rejected and just alone, and like you just have no one around you, or no one that really understands you, or that you feel separated from someone. Okay, it doesn't have to be romantic. It could be in a familial sense, or a friendship, or something that you were holding on to, a dream even that you were holding on to that didn't come off at the time in which you wanted or needed it to. Okay, and then we have, what do you need to release? Waning moon. Yeah, so there is something here that needs to be released and let go of. Okay, there is a situation that has been causing you pain. Okay, and it's been making you feel like you don't value yourself, or you don't respect yourself, or that you aren't good enough, or that you'll never be good enough for this person, or you'll never be good enough for this job, or you'll never be good enough for your family. And I feel like that's definitely something that you need to heal from, and whether that's severing some ties with people or with unhealthy habits. Okay, there's something here that you feel very chained to, and you need to break free from that chain is what I'm sensing here. It's time to take action. It's time to get out of your head, and it's time to actually move forwards on something. You might have been wanting to put yourself out there, to go for this new job, to reach out to an old friend, or to start a new relationship, to go on a dating site, whatever it might be. There's been something you've been thinking about doing and it's been on the precipice of your mind for some time, but you've just not felt confident or good enough. And this is what I feel you are needing to really go through at this time. So even though it feels very challenging, it feels tough, it feels like a low energy, but you need to go through this. And that's okay to go through this, because this is going to help you to transform in the end. As long as you are understanding of that and just knowing that this too shall pass. Whenever you're going through a dark time, knowing that it will pass, because not one moment ever stays the same. Life is in constant flux and change. So just knowing that things are about to change, regardless, it will not be the same as it is. And try to have more value in yourself. Okay, because you are worthy of so much. You have so many gifts is what I'm sensing. There's so much beauty within you. I'm getting this kind and caring and nurturing side to you, which I feel has been taken advantage of throughout your life. But then you also have this passion and drive and ambition, and you may be multi-talented, but I feel you may struggle to actually bring everything together in, so you can move in one direction. And I feel what is holding you back more so is your limiting self-beliefs. A feeling of not being good enough and that you won't succeed in whatever it is you need to do. So there is definitely things that you need to release here. Okay, so we have Knave of Cups. So you might be taking a nice long bath, and it's making me feel like a nice long bath now. Thumbs up if you are a bath person. I love a bath. I mean, I love showers too, but yeah, I just love to relax in a nice warm bath. But I feel like that's what you need. You need a nice warm bath, or really like a warm hug or something. You just need to feel like you're bathing in love right now. And this, I feel, is more about self-love, because you give so much, and you may be a mother or a father. Oh, wow. Okay, that was so weird the way that jumped out. We'll come back to that in a second. But yeah, so you might be feeling like you have to you're responsible for other people, responsible for family. And it might be the way that things are in your work, but also in love. You might be feeling like you're the one that's always putting in all the effort. And there's definitely some kind of imbalance here. So that's why you need to take some time for you. Self-care is what I'm feeling for you right now in group 3. The next 72 hours, as best as you can, you need to self-care. Ground yourself. Take a walk in nature if you can. Spend time with animals. And also in a meditative sense, you can envision a rope tied around your base chakra, so base of your spine, and imagine that rope that is then tied to the core of the earth. Okay, and this will help you to stay grounded, because I feel like you can easily float away up into your mind, into the ether, and sometimes you need to come back down to earth. And sometimes I feel like you're almost shocked back down, like you're brought down by someone else, or it's like things come crashing down for you, because sometimes you might spend a little bit too much time, and then it's like you may have neglected other areas of your life, whether that's for yourself or for others or the house or whatever it might be. There's a sense of neglect, and then it's like you're then thrown into the lions. Then you've got so much more to do. It's what I'm sensing for some of you here. But it's also strong Leo energy. You might have some Leo placements in your chart. But the positive thing is you are going to find your strength, okay? You're going to find your emotional strength, your physical strength, and your mental strength over the next 72 hours. It may feel testing at times, but this is a process you need to go through. Knave of Pentacles. So if you've been having issues with finances of late, I do feel that that's about to change. If not, I feel like finances seem pretty stable. So things seem, can't speak. Things seem pretty good in that area. And this is you also finding that security within yourself and grounding yourself here, and actually realizing, do you know what? I have a lot more than I thought I did. I have a lot more to offer. And I don't know, I keep hearing, I'm the shit. I'm the shit, like I'm amazing. Okay, and then we have the Devil in reverse. Love that. That one did come out for one of the other readings as well today. So it's just really nice to see. Letting go of toxic people, letting go of toxic behaviors, toxic situations, moving away from unhealthy habits. And I definitely see you slowing down, because that might be something that you do to your detriment, is run around too much and just simply not looking after yourself, putting others first above you and your needs all the time. Can be very toxic and poisonous to yourself, because stress is one of the worst things for your well-being. So if you're constantly stressed, you can't pour from an empty cup. So you need to refill your cups. Literally refill your cups. Have a long bath, or make sure you're drinking enough water. Do something that you find relaxing, that you enjoy, that is just for you. And if you can, and you've got family around you, or you've got someone that is able to actually help you or do things for you, then, get them to do that for you, because you deserve it. Especially now we've got the Empress come through. So again, more sort of motherly energy. And I feel this is, again, how you are with yourself. Because it's reversed, it's the energy of not being very caring or nurturing, not putting yourself first. How you treat your children, or how you treat, if you have children, or if you imagine yourself, if you don't have children now, but you'd imagine how you would treat your children, you put them first. But that's not how you're treating yourself. You're never putting yourself first. And yes, you do have to put your children first, but you'll always be able to find 5 minutes in the day where you can, and 5 minutes, it should be obviously an absolute minimum. Hopefully be able to find more time than that. But it's definitely something that you need, is to nurture yourself more. Okay, beautiful. So this shows, wow, okay. So you might actually be receiving some money. Okay, for some of you over the next 72 hours, this could be expected or unexpected, I feel. It might even be both. This could definitely be a windfall, money that comes through, a tax rebate, a lottery win. It could be also a message or a gift from someone, if it's a birthday, your birthday, or someone else's birthday coming up. But I see you feeling very good about your finances, so that might have been something that you were worried about and that you were spinning about. But if that's the case, I do see you feeling much more secure and feeling like, I'm fine. But if finances have all been good, it might be a sense of actually just taking note of that and being like, actually, I am good enough. I've worked really hard and I've achieved so much, and I've achieved either financial freedom and stability, or I've achieved security in the home. For some of you, this might be a home move, or news about a home move, or even a home sell. If some of you have been wanting to sell your home and you've been waiting a while, it might be that that's what's about to happen, because I just see you feeling like complete in the home sense. But again, this could be more about even timing. Having more time for yourself, and just like you just replenishing yourself again. Okay, 7 of Cups in reverse. So you might be feeling like you've got no options at this moment. You might be feeling a little bit bored and restless. That might be why you do all the things that you do. You're spinning a lot because you have a lot of energy, I feel. You've got a lot of drive, and you always need to be moving, and you just hate to be bored. For some of you might hate to be in one place. But for others of you, I feel like you might be okay at home, but it's, again, your mind. It's seeming to be, going up into the clouds quite a lot. But I feel like there was something that seems like it would be like a wish come true, or that you had multiple options, but it just feels like, yeah, at this moment, you don't feel like you've got many other options, but at the same time, you're still powering on through and pushing forwards. And I just feel like you're not going to let things get in your way anymore. Yeah. So whatever pain you might be suffering, okay, if this is physical, mental, emotional, but cups represent more about emotional pain. But this is in reverse. So whatever you were suffering with, I do feel is in the past, or is about to be. By the next 72 hours, I feel you're definitely going to turn a corner. Wow. Oh my God. Massively turning a corner. 10 of Swords reversed is depression lifting. Okay, hard times mentally lifting. This place where you have been spinning is lifting. So yeah, it might be new information that comes in that is a revelation to you, that helps you to let go of whatever this is. Okay. Yeah, oh, I love this. And this is you walking away emotionally. Okay, so again, either moving, you could be even crossing water, relocating, to a different country. I know that's quite a broad one there, but for some of you it might be. But again, it's more about emotions because it's cups. So you might be emotionally distancing yourself from something or someone, and taking a fresh perspective. This is definitely a brand new chapter and turning over a new leaf for you. I feel like you want to leave any games, childish behavior in the past. You're ready for like a maturity is what I'm sensing, for a mature connection, and I don't know, thinking about just making mature decisions about home and about career and about children and about love. Yeah, okay, I definitely see there's going to be something coming through here. So either new communication from someone either you haven't been speaking to, somebody you might have had on block, they may have blocked you. But it also could be this information that has been blocked from view. This is some kind of secret, something very hidden that is about to be exposed here. Okay, and it may be exposed to you, but you may also be the one that is exposing this truth. But there is something that is coming through here that is going to change everything for you. And I just feel like it's almost just going to uproot you. So like I said, whether you actually relocate and move homes, you have a brand new relationship, or you change your career, it just feels like there's something very major that is occurring here, and a major transition for you. But I can tell you right now, you're going to be feeling so much lighter mentally and emotionally. You are going to be making healthier choices in your life and moving forwards in a much more positive and passionate way. So looking forward to hearing your thoughts on this reading, and if you do come back to it after the 72 hours is up, to let me know how it went. I will very much appreciate and enjoy reading through your comments, because I always read all of them. I don't always have time to respond, but I try my best to read as many and respond to as many as I can. Okay, so I'm going to leave the reading there. I do hope that this resonated for you, and if it did, please let me know down in the comments below, and please give the video a thumbs up if you enjoyed this reading today. Have a lovely rest of your day. Take care.